Coach Doug Pederson is addressing the media following yesterday's loss, and we have learned that Carson Wentz has been cleared to play.
So let's listen in live from the NovaCare complex.
It's kind of like week one. I mean, a lot of your starters, guys like Jason Peters, Sproles haven't been used to a lot of contact, whatever, a little bit in camp. But, we're cleared to go, and we'll go.
The data you keep on Carson, can you kind of tell where he is compared to last year? Are there areas where you still expect him to kind of gradually ramp up, or what do those kind of numbers tell you about where he is physically?
Well, last year I thought he took a really big step forward in the situational aspect of the games. Knowing the down and distance, knowing where he is on the field, things that he took a big step forward last year. Obviously, with every year, we can continue to get better in those situations from a quarterback standpoint. But I think just watching him, move around physically and some of the things he's done. I mean, he's ready, and he's ready to take the reins again and move forward.
What's realistic for him? His first game back, he hasn't played football in a long time.
What do you mean? What's realistic?
Realistic, is he going to be the same player we saw last season right away, or is that going to?
I think there's going to be. Maybe an issue or two. It's going to take some time to get back into the rhythm and the flow of the game. The speed of the game is different than the speed of practice. And so we do everything we can to try to simulate that during the week and try to prepare him that way. And listen, he's a guy that will be totally prepared. He comes in early, studies the tape, as do all the quarterbacks. Stays, obviously late in the day, asks a lot of questions, has a lot of ideas. He's going to be prepared mentally. Now it's just a matter of the physical part taking over.
Will there be any restrictions, or will you need to temper his aggressiveness?
No, in my mind, and we all felt the same way that he's cleared, and there's no need to hold back. Now, we're still going to have conversations, no different when he was healthy. We're still going to have conversations about protecting yourself, as we do with all the quarterbacks, and making sure we do the right things there. But there's no limitations.
As far as your play calling goes, Doug, as he's in the man.
Yeah. That, of course, was Coach Doug Pederson talking about yesterday's loss. But the headline, of course, is that Carson Wentz is coming back.
Exciting news, just what we needed to get over what happened yesterday.
Yeah, how about that? He says mentally he's prepared, physically we'll see. But he comes in early, he stays late, so we know he's up for the task. Good to hear that.
Check it out next weekend.
And stay with Eyewitness News. As the Birds look to rebound from their first loss of the year, we have got complete coverage on the Eagles' road to repeat here on television and anytime on CBSPhilly.com.